Alright, so hello all, my name is Nadal, and today I'll teach you how to use the area move trigger. Alright, so if you see here, in my level at the end of eternity, I used one group to move this entire structure, as you can see right here. All of this should be on one group only, group 11. If you look at it right now, they're all moving individually like that. So today I'm going to teach you how did you do just that, plus a bit more. So first off, you want to get your level. I'll just name this one move trigger. Or actually, no, I won't name it move trigger. I'll name it area move trigger actually, because it's not about the move trigger. It's about the area move trigger. So first off, you want to place, your objects. Doesn't have to be just that. It can also be decorated. It doesn't really matter. So of course, now you want to place down your area move trigger. It should be found on the second page if you have two, and first page you have three. So here, you want to give your object the group. I'll just use one for this for demonstration. And then set target group ID to 1. And then if you want, you can set it to player 1 for the center group. This will make it so anything that goes in your player's path, so for example, I'm right here, then it would just move along with that, with myself as center essentially. So for length, I usually set for the end of turn, I set it to 200, so it basically just fades in, fades out essentially. I usually use ease and out, but you can experiment with this and make, a lot of easings. I usually do ease and out because it looks cool for me. Looks the coolest to me actually. Uh, Set it to 0 or move angle to 0 if you want it to, go from bottom to up, or if you want it to go up from bottom, then you do negative 180 and so on. Move distance is just like with the move trigger. You place it at 40. If actually, for example, if you place it at 40, then the block would automatically like spawn down here and then eventually go up to here as it is placed right now. So let's get on it. I usually do this one because it usually just goes out to in, and then if I give this group, actually wait, it should be already activated. So press enter, it should work. Yeah, but then maybe you wanted more like this, right? And you didn't really want it to do individually. So what you would do is select all of them, bind them, or no, sorry, not bind, link them, edit group, extra, and then go to press group parent. From there, it should go all at once. Unfortunately, that means you have to unlink stuff and link stuff, but if you're not late, if you're dedicated, then yes, it would work. I've done some pretty cool things with this trigger, and I hope you can too, so I'm going to experiment with this a bit and see what I can make. Alright, so what I have here is this Clipsit monster. It didn't take me a lot of time to make. I'm gonna name him, let's name him Gerald. That's Gerald. So, as you can see, Gerald moves from both sides and he fades out like that. So, if I use this to make, let's say, like this, for both of them, it would be the exact opposite of what it said. If it made it like this, I'm pretty sure it'd kind of break, but, some people like that effect, so, I mean, meh. It really depends. Actually, if I move up, it should like, yeah, I should do some other stuff, but I usually don't like doing that because it's just pretty messy for me, and I don't like it like that. I'm pretty sure a good example would be this. So yeah, if I move, then yeah, it just changes. And it's random most of the time, so I don't really like that. Oops, didn't mean to do that one though. So yeah, I usually use that one. So yes, yeah, that's pretty much it with this trigger actually, and that's pretty much all you can do with it really. Um, Subscribe, like, comment.